What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Undialed podcast, where we talk about everything that's great about scootering and scootering culture and scooter emerging cool topics and just creative thought experiments through the medium of scootering. And today we have a really great guest with us. Great guest, introduce yourself.
Everybody, Juju. I ride for AO scooters, Hang5Gear. You know who I be.
Juju X2 from Las Vegas.
Yes, I'm from Las Vegas.
Tell me about
Party
Vegas
City,
real quick.
man.
Tell me about living in Vegas, Sin City.
It's a very crazy city, man. But if you keep your head down and stay in the right place, it can be a good place for you to grow up. Not too much going out there, just crazy stuff with the strip. But other than that, I'll be at the skate park every day, so it's a good opportunity.
True. That was actually like the first place I think I ever met you was a skate park in Las Vegas when we were both a lot younger. And from there, I feel like I've gotten to know you better and better. I've gotten to know you better and better throughout, I would say, Hang5Gear and Rob. And then recently, you and I got to go on a really sick tour. Which was basically a California tour that started in Sacramento. Daniel and I met you at Sacramento Airport. We went through this whole ordeal trying to get a rental car, and then we basically traveled through the course of California and ended it with the San Diego Street Jam and the after party by AO Scooters, because that's your other sponsor aside from Hang5 is AO. And yeah, dude, that tour was crazy. I'm gonna start it off with some highlights, in my opinion, of some funny things on that tour. I don't know if you knew this or not, but remember that rental car that we got?
Yes.
They attempted to charge me for that, but the bank blocked it as like fraud, and I didn't even call them or anything. Yeah, so
the whole time we were driving the car, it was unpaid for?
I mean, no, Andy paid for it, and it was all good, but it ended up just like. The way that the whole transaction went down, it was because they ran me through so many different walls and so many different things with my debit card. The bank thought it was fraud. So nothing ever happened as a result, but that was funny, right?
Yes.
So then we started our trip, and we started off going to Bob's surf skating bikinis. And we had our first stop up there in Sac. That was really fun with Lincoln. And then we went to the Bay. You got to see San Francisco. That was really sick.
See the bridge for the first time. It was cool.
Yeah. How about you tell me about the tour from your perspective a little bit? I want to hear about it.
Tour was unexpected. Everything was just crazy. It was so many kids everywhere. It was a lot going on. I had just got my own sick deck for the first time, so I was getting to look at that. But highlights, overall, it was just like a life. What can I say? It taught me a lot. It taught me to open up. So I just was going.
What was your expectations going into it?
I was filming for my video, so I was just thinking about all these crazy tricks I can do. Then I just went in there and I'm just have fun, and that was the best thing I could do. Just have fun.
Yeah. What's something that you feel like you learned, or some perspective that you gained from that trip?
Be yourself. Don't care what people think, because after that trip, I went to Texas to do the shows for a whole month.
Oh yeah.
That was life changing as well. But before that trip, I was always like, I don't know if I should do this. I don't do that. Then you're like, just do it. So I went out there and I just did everything I wouldn't do, and it was just fun. I had a great time.
I remember by the end of that trip, you had really hurt. It was your ankle, right?
Yes.
You had hurt your ankle really bad on Hollywood, trying to trick, and then I remember you're like, dude, this sucks because I'm not able to go to Texas because I'm injured now.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, don't stress. You'll be all good. You'll heal in time. And you did, and you had
a great time.
An awesome time in Texas, which is really sick.
Yeah, that was a bit of a bummer, but push through every day, just hot and cold water, exercising in. Before you know it, I was good to go.
What was it like going out to Texas and being off on your own in a sense? I feel like when you went on this tour with Daniel and I, Daniel and I pretty well.
Yeah.
But when you went off to Texas, I don't feel like you knew anybody.
No, I didn't. Everybody that like there was my first time meeting them. I just had one scooter pal, so me and him kind of stuck together. But that was fun. Like just getting to know everybody, living with them for a whole month was a different vibe. So everybody was on their toes at the beginning, and like they started loosening up, and we was all crazy people. So we just ran off their energy. Some days we'd be like tired, but one person would be ready to party, so he'll bring everybody else up, and we'll do the shows. Like it was sick. We missed Clayton though.
Yeah, Clayton's normally the one that's there as a scooter guy, but this year he wasn't.
Yeah.
How was the fair? Because that's what it's at, right? It's the Texas Fair. How was the fair during like the pandemic and everything? Was it still lively?
Yeah, even through rainy days, people was there. Like we'll have a whole full crowd with just rain. We like stopped for 5 minutes to do the rain, and it was cool. People, all type of people was coming down there. It was like surprised to see skateboarders and scooter riders, even bikers, like working together. It was awesome. But people were good out there in Texas opening. I bought a cowboy hat for the first time.
Yeah.
So I was walking around with a cowboy hat, had my swag on. I liked it.
That's really cool. Do you feel like a lot of people from the public got to see scootering and biking that like normally would never have seen it before? Like, did you get a lot of those reactions?
Most definitely. I had a lot of kids who were like, I'm like, did you ever see this before? They're like, no, this is my first time, but I definitely want to head to the skate park and try it. And if they haven't seen like it before, they seen younger kids, so they haven't seen nobody do like backflips and front flips type things, like all type of other gestures. So that was opening to them like, wow, I want to go try it.
That's sick. That's cool. I feel like whenever you and I talk, I feel like we always talk about just like bringing up the next generation of kids and like how important that is. Like, how do you see yourself in the future? Like continuing yourself as continue carrying yourself as an athlete and helping carry on the next generation of riders. Like, what's some of your goals?
See, me personally, I like to do whatever I can to like the best. So whenever I'm pushing kids, I want them to know like you can be yourself and do whatever you can want to accomplish. So just keep going for it. But I'm gonna try to perfect everything. So I'm gonna work. I'm gonna be like, this is what I'm bad at. This is what I'm not. I just want to keep striving. Some people just think you become perfect overnight. It's a strive. It's a grind. So like when I try to like to influence the younger kids, I just tell them, like it's not gonna happen right now. You got to keep working. Just keep doing it. You see, I made it, but it took me a while.
Yeah.
So, and in a couple of years, I just see myself making music and trying to like promote my voice through my music and my scooter riding as well. Use both of my careers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Best way that I can.
Absolutely. What's some goals that you have in specifically scootering? Like, what's some things that you want to tackle that have been on your mind?
So I used to skateboard when I was younger, and I always wanted to be a professional skateboarder. So I wanted to be pro at skateboarding. I mean, scooter riding as well. So I accomplished that. I got my SIG deck, which should be here in a short time. And that feels good. Next, I just want to get top 5 in worlds. After that, there's nothing more I can really ask for besides just traveling and get to see people and just spread my youth.
I feel that. What about with music? What's some of your goals with that? Because I know that music is another huge aspect of your life that I feel like you spend a lot of your time devoted to. Tell me about that.
I want to start a team for like my music. I have a rap group, and I have about like five friends that's really deep into it, and we all kind of been through different struggles in life, so we all want to like see the world and travel and but it's things going on around us that's stopping us from it. So I want to get everybody as my team to like blow in their own way so we can all work together. But
what's the dream with your team?
Man, buy a house, buy our moms a house. Don't do no stressing.
I feel that. Just
get my team out the mud.
I feel that. Is your whole team just in Vegas?
Yeah, just like people that I grew up from middle school, even from like 5, 6 years old. So they're like good homies, and just they always been by my side, and we always help each other with music, and that's just our like thing to get out the trenches and buy moms a house.
True. Do any of them scooter?
One of them scooters. The other one I just met in high school, but like he's a music producer, and then my other friend is a photographer. So like we all bond together in a way.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
That's really sick. I noticed one thing that you do a lot that I feel like is really cool is you integrate your music on top of your scootering. And whenever I see your Instagram videos, I always notice it's your songs that are on there, at least most of the time.
Yeah.
And tell me what that's like. And do you find that your music inspires your scootering, and does your scootering inspire your music?
Oh, that's a hard one right there. Um, I feel like my scootering inspires my music because I kind of speak to what I do on my scooter through my music in a way. But
Do you feel like when you're talking or you're rapping intensity in like a song, suppose you're rapping about like a fast song or you're rapping like a high intensity piece, do you feel like that you're able to tap into the high intensity moments of scootering, and you're able to relay that energy that you feel in those moments into the pressure that you're trying to show through your rapping?
yeah, I feel like that energy. I got like a laid back energy, and then I got the hype of when I'm jumping up the crowd, and I do kind of use my like moments where I'm like, dang, I was chilling in the city, laid back, just riding through. Like that was a more vibe than when I was at the skate park trying to get a whole crowd of kids to come into the bowl or something. So it's like it's a different energy when I'm talking about it, and I try to put that in there. You notice I be making scooter comments all the time, like 50/50s, I keep hundreds in the bag, or I'll be like, I be flipping on my AO. So
Yeah.
I say like I be trying to mix it in. So, but it comes from what I was doing at that time.
Yeah. That's really cool. I feel like it's so interesting how so much of scootering I feel like is partnered with music. I mean, I feel like the only medium that you ever watch scootering where it's just the sound of the scootering is potentially the very beginning of video parts or maybe certain Instagram videos. But I feel like most of the time when you are entertained by scootering, there's always music in the background, and I feel like
Yeah.
it's kind of like the scootering is the visual medium that you watch with your eyes, and the music is the auditory medium that you listen with your ears, and those patterns that each of those create separately will then overlap to make the music more amplified as well as the scootering more dramatic. I feel like in a way like scootering is just dancing. Like whenever you think about the people that match their Instagram videos up with like the songs the best, it's like they're able to make it look like their character is dancing. And I feel like it's really interesting talking to musicians within scootering because I feel like they have a unique perspective on how they create their scootering or what they look for in their scootering, whether they realize it or not. Because I feel like so much of what they learn in music gets applied to what they do.
In the scootering field, yes,
Yeah.
it's very different. Um, I don't know. I like when I listen to music and ride my scooter, so I kind of get what you mean. It's
Who's your favorite person to scooter to?
Lil Wayne,
Why?
cause he just makes me like just want to go up and get crazy. But some of his beats is like slow and mellow, so I can find a good flow in between when I'm scootering.
Yeah. Is he your favorite overall artist?
Him and Michael Jackson overall.
Why Michael Jackson?
And he's just so raw, and he dances to his own music. It's like it's crazy, but nah, he like
Tell me about why you like Michael Jackson's craft, because I feel like for a lot of people, maybe in our parents' generation, that would be a pretty obvious answer. But I feel
mhm.
like for someone younger like us, I feel like that's not your normal answer, and I want to
Yeah.
hear like why is that your
When I was younger, I used to watch Michael Jackson for like 7 hours a day, and I
yeah.
dance. And then I started be like making music as myself, and noticed like his techniques and how he stay on rhythm and type of things he do with his voice, which relates back to going into making music. So
Hmm.
it's other things that people wouldn't notice until they got into the field I was in. But he's just like a great artist on singing wise and knowing how to rock a crowd and just like let the beat take over people. He can say like 2 words, and you don't even have to say words. Just be like, and people just rock to it because he just knows what he's doing. It's crazy. It kind of inspires me. Same as Lil Wayne. He just more of a lyricist than anything.
Lil Wayne's double entendres are insane.
Lil Wayne's crazy.
Like the way that he's able to stack bars on bars on bars. It's like 2 bars will like be next to each other and they'll mean 2 different separate things, but they'll rhyme together, but they'll be meaning 2 different things that he was just talking about. It's crazy.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about Lil Wayne is that he goes into every single recording session with no script. He literally, every single Lil Wayne song is a freestyle, basically, which I think is just like nuts.
That's what I literally do. Like the last tape that I dropped, I wrote some of it, but the next ones is nothing written. It's just all off the brain.
Tell me, but why do you like doing that? And why do you think that professional rappers out there choose that method?
It's a new vibe. It's more of a natural vibe than when you're writing. It's like kind of sounds rehearsed. You know what I mean? It's you go in there and you get to make your own energy. Like you build off the energy that's around you instead of like sitting there and trying to just create the energy. It's not the same. It comes out different.
I've heard before that, I think Mac Miller said this. I can't remember exactly where I heard this, but I remember hearing that like sometimes if you record a sound a certain way in the studio, you might never ever be able to record that sound the same way again because the mood, who's there, the situation, everything is just perfect for one particular sound. And like it's important that like when you're feeling a certain vibe that you need to get that off your chest right then and there. And maybe what I see what you're saying from writing is maybe one night you're sitting there writing in your room and you're like in a certain mood, right? You write out this whole song and then you go to the studio the next day, but you're in a whole different mood and you're not able to translate what you wrote the night before in the same way that you were intending to. But if you go in the next day with no script, then whatever you're feeling in that moment, you're able to carry.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
That's exactly it right there. Just the vibes and energy.
Yeah.
Some people in your friends be around you be like, nah, man, I don't like that. And you be like, what? Thought that was the best part. Like, nah, do that again. So they'll help you out a lot too. It's just a vibe, like what's all around you. That builds the energy for the song.
Do you think Scooter Tricks are the same way?
Yes, for sure.
Tell me why.
Street jams. People influence you to do things that you might not want to do at the time, but everybody's around you, so you're just like, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Exactly. They'd be like, bro, you got this, bro. Then you're like, nah, I don't got it. And it's like 2 other people like, they got it. And then they walk up to you and they shake you. They're like, you just do it. And before you know it, you're falling down on your neck.
You're thinking of one specific thing.
I done fell a couple times on my face in front of people, but you know which one I'm talking about. They'd be like, hey, I seen you fall on your neck. Oh, God.
I feel like that particular instance was the perfect manifestation of what we were just talking about. Like
Yes,
it was
sir.
like you wouldn't have just pulled up to AZ Grind one day and be like, all right, let's get ready to do this. Like
No.
you had to be like in that atmosphere. You had to.
It was like
Tell me about that entire process, like the full story of like you even scoping that out to begin with. Like I want to hear it from your perspective.
all right, so I came into AC Grind like a couple months before the comp, and we were building the skate park.
Yeah.
I stayed out there for 2 months, and every day we build it, I'm like, hey, Rob, I'm going to jump this gap. I'm going to jump it. He's like, you're not going to do it. I'm like, I'm going to do it. Watch, I'm going to do it. So everybody's like, nah, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. Then the comp come, and I'm like, hey, just get your camera out.
So did you know about that gap? Like
before like,
premeditated?
On the map. I looked it out. I was like, I'm gonna do this.
Like on the designs.
Yeah.
On the
He
designs,
shows
you
me
were
on the
like,
phone, I'm like, I'm doing this. I'm like, right here, I see it. I'm like, yeah. It was crazy, but
so now you're at the comp. It's the best trick. The day is almost over. Now what?
I get a hyped conversation from you, and I'm
Yeah, I
scoping the
walked
gap
up to
out.
you, right? I said
Yeah.
something to you.
Used to be like I was like so focused, but you was like, you got this, bruh. And then I'm like, I'm all right, bet. So I'm like looking at my scooter, and I turn around and you're gone, and I just see everybody with their flashlight on, and I'm like, dang.
Like now I don't have a choice.
I'm like, dang, yeah, I really got to do it now. So I just went in for it, man, just full speed. But it was everybody was ready. I couldn't turn everybody down. Couldn't go home like that. It's go big or go home. I
Yeah.
ain't leaving the exit, you feel me? So I did it, man. But I was just scoping it out. Nobody, still to this day, nobody's still like thinking like, oh crap.
I think, and then once you landed it, I remember Big Rob just stopped at the best trick. He's just like, it's done, it's over. And I think that was the perfect way to end it. I feel like, you know, Rob actually taught me something that day that I feel like is interesting about running competitions is like you can't drag out a certain levels of hype. Like it would have been awkward if he wouldn't have ended it after you landed that, because it was like you were obviously the winner.
It was just too much going on.
It's like, and it taught me like, all right, well, if the energy like peaks, like you have to end it at that peak. You know what I mean? You can't let it peak and then drop anymore, or else the energy of how people are going to perceive the contest is going to leave at that lower level. And it's like, so I thought that was really cool that it just was like, you landed it, that was it. And then, do you still have that trophy at AZ Grind?
Yeah. So, craziest story. If you have my trophy, please bring it to me. But
wait, somebody stole your trophy?
No, we gave it to a family to take it to Vegas, and I never met up with the family to get my trophy, man.
Well, that's on you then.
He texts me every once in a while, but hey, I was it's a lot of things to leave behind that. But, hey, take care of my trophy.
You had that big moment. You had that big moment just to forget your trophy.
Exactly. It's gonna be even more
Damn
funny
it,
when
Juju.
it's a better story. It's better.
That's hella funny.
I'd be thinking about it like, dang, I missed my trophy.
What would you do with it? Would you put it up in your studio?
Yes, going straight in the studio.
You'd probably put a little sign over it that says like best
neck breaker.
engineer. And you'd be like, bro, look at, you'd go up to your team, yo, I'm the best engineer at all y'all.
Yeah, just lie. Grammy, best artist of the year, first scooter rapper. Just all cap.
That's so funny. So you were telling me in the car when we were driving over here, you're like, bro, I'm gonna buy a laptop, I'm gonna buy a camera, I'm gonna do all this stuff, I'm gonna make a music video, I'm gonna do all this sorts of stuff.
Yes.
Tell me, so that must have like came from somewhere, right? I want to dig your mind a little bit. I want to like what's on the forefront in your mind of like some goals, whether it's music, scootering, that you have that you want to accomplish, like some like down the line, like this shit's gonna make me proud and happy for myself. What do I want to do for me? What's some of your goals?
Man, over the last year, I have been doing so much things, and then I go back on my Instagram and I try to look for it, and I don't really have a lot because I'll be living in the moment. So in the moment, I'm not thinking like, oh, I'll pull my phone out and record this, because like it's just so much crazy stuff going on. But I always reminisce and I look back and I'm like, dang, I should have filmed a video. So I'm gonna get a camera and I'm gonna just start filming everything. I'm gonna do like a bunch of edits, and I'm gonna start doing my own music videos because I'll be working with people, and it's always hard to get with them because I'm in and out of town and whatnot. But my photographer loves to film but doesn't love to edit. It's just like crazy. So I'm gonna start working on that myself so I can get a lot of stuff out this year I need more content out, you know? Trying to make myself grow, trying to build myself as a brand. So I wanted to just start working and making my own music videos and dropping a lot of like not Insta edits, video parts and whatnot, you know, just stuff for the Instagram. But for sure, I'm getting the camera, I'm getting the computer, I'm starting soon.
Are you planning on doing any shows? I had to hit you with the question. Because the scooter riders, like, you know, I remember at Andy's party, shit was popping off, and then at the Boo Jam, remember that?
I love shows, man.
Hey,
that right there, that made me want to get hyped, and I just rocked the crowd all night. It's the best thing ever. Definitely doing more shows, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Is your favorite type of shows in front of scooter riders? Or do you prefer...
Scooter riders is the best crowd. Yeah, I ain't never had no other crowd like scooter riders. Some dudes just do mosh pits. I had dudes break dance on the floor, falling into the pool. We had Delaney slide on her head, and do a front flip off the stage. Like, what the heck is going on, man? We got the cameraman in the mosh pit too. Like, man, there's no other kids like the scooter kids, for real.
So you just want to make mosh pits?
Yeah, that's the best. I love getting in them as well.
You want to create mosh pits and then jump in them?
Mm-hmm. I just jump on the top, be floating. Probably have a scooter too. I need to do something like maybe make a miniature scooter so I can keep it with me in a mosh pit. Mm-hmm. People know.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about the Las Vegas scooter scene right now.
Mm, lately, we've been having a couple like, what I say, underground brands starting like ride days and little comps here and there in Vegas.
Like what?
So like just ride like it's gonna be a ride day soon in like next month or whatnot. But they just trying to get everybody together, like host their own street jams and stuff,
Hmm.
which has been really awesome because you don't really see too many kids out anymore out in the scooter scene. It needs to be more comps out there.
I feel like there
It's
was this
fading.
period in time where there was like 3 or 4 scooter shops out there.
Yes.
There was,
That
what
was
were they? They were like
It was
B&B.
Urban Gravity, B&B, and Ryan Scooter Shop. Oh my God. I
Yeah, that's
I
where
nearly
Ricky
wrote for
works,
all of
right?
them. Yeah, Ricky did. Yes. Oh man, that used to be the good days. Like just go there and just chill all day at the skate park. I mean, it's skate shop.
And didn't B&B have their own indoor park?
Yeah. That was before I wrote though, so I never got to rode it. When I started riding for them, they had closed down and just turned it to a shop. And I was like, dang man, could have rode the foam pit, learned some flips a year early. But nah. It was nice though. They upran all the competitions, which was Scoot Life, and like that went on for about 2 years. So it kept us consistently riding. Like every 2 months, it was a comp. So we just train for 2 months, do a comp. Train for the next 2 months, do a comp. It was the
True.
best. Like all the kids come out. We even had we had an ISA before too. We ranged with them.
Yeah,
So
you guys did have an ISA. I
that was
remember that.
nice. That was back in the day, man. That was good times.
That was 2016, I think.
Yeah.
That was a while back. I remember it was my first trip that I ever drove like a significant distance.
Dang.
I had my little blue Civic. Remember that back in the day?
See, that time I was so like
I don't think we really knew each other at that time.
that time nobody knew who I was. I was riding on like a oh my God. I didn't have sponsors at that time. Like I was just a little kid.
That's funny. I'm surprised there's not indoor skate parks in Las Vegas.
Yeah, it was a couple of them, but they closed down due to like just not enough people coming in there, and you know how that goes. Just rent every day. That's why we need like a scooter scene. We need events happening all the time to just
Yeah.
keep kids active to go in places.
So I remember a while back there was these plans to build some massive, like really, like I'm talking enormous. It was like,
it was skate ecstasy, skate 8. Like
yeah, skate
SK8.
ecstasy. Yeah. Can you rack your brain and just tell me what you remember about that or know about that?
It was supposed to be bigger than Woodward West. It was gonna be like 5 indoor parks. It was just like this. They bought this massive piece of property and they were just gonna section it off and do all type of like different skate parks. It was supposed to be the biggest thing ever. They sponsored a lot of people before. A couple people on Lucky too. They sponsored a couple people. And
They
then,
sponsored people before they opened
yeah,
it.
they had them promote it, and then the dude who was like putting most of the money into the contract canceled. And they had like halfway ramps built in there and everything.
Oh, so they had things being made.
They had it like nearly almost mapped out, and they had like half of it like on go before it got shut down. They were sponsoring people. They were doing year fees and stuff like for the skate park, all type of crazy things, and then just they shut down. And it was sad because that's all it's crazy things to deal with.
That's insane.
If it did open, that'd be the biggest talk. Like everybody would be there. It'd be competitions there every day.
I feel
crazy.
like if that was to open up, the Las Vegas scooter scene would be a lot different than it is right now.
Nobody would mess with us. All you AZ kids would have to come to there and just train at our facility because
Instead of all y'all coming down here.
yeah, be crazy. We had to. That'd help for sure though. That'd get all the kids out the house to just go ride. Because whether it's a bike or a skateboard, they want to do it.
I mean, you have some pretty nice big parks there. You have Craig Ranch. That's like an enormous skate park.
Yes, it got everything. Bowls, street, rails, what you need.
How is that having that skate park as your local?
It's cool. It made my style. You know, I like just boost and flow around, like do a lot of gap transitions. It's everything like I really needed to learn. If I wanted to like just work on one section, it helped me out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cool.
Do you see any new emerging faces from Las Vegas that you think are going to be some people to keep your eyes on within the scootering world?
I have two younger pals that like are hard hitters in the scootering game, man. It's Jaden Kikakawa and Tristan Martin. Them two dudes, them young gunners, man. I'm telling you, they coming out for me. I'll be like, I gotta train. They make me stay on my toes all the time. So if I'm saying that, you know they coming with some action.
That's sick.
But yeah, it's like a slow growing scene right now. Kids are trying. I'm trying to help out some kids as well. Tell them what they need to do and give them a face to look up to.
Yeah. I feel like Las Vegas is an interesting scene because I feel like there's plenty of skate parks there, but it's kind of the same situation as Arizona, where it just is like unrideable for like 4 months of the year because it's so damn hot.
Yes.
But I feel like in Arizona, we at least have the indoor parks to like combat that hot temperature. But in Las Vegas, I feel like no one rides in the summertime.
No.
Y'all are getting into dumb shit in the summertime. That's what y'all do.
No, literally, I just sleep through the day and go outside till the nighttime.
Yeah.
Vegas hours is like, all right, you want to meet at the skate park? We'll leave 6, maybe get there 7. Sometimes you even go at 9 because it's still 104 degrees at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, you got to get on a new sleeping schedule.
Facts. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I'd rather ride in the extreme hot temperatures, though, than the extreme cold.
Yeah, it's horrible. When you cold and you fall, everything stings.
I feel like it almost hurts a little bit less when you're, like, super hot.
You're like, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
can bear with the heat, but the cold, I'm good.
unless you burn yourself. You ever burn yourself on, like, the coping?
Oh, yeah.
You guys got that one metal skate park in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
What is the name of that place?
It's Boulder City. That thing is horrible. Never go there in the heat time. It'll burn your urethane on your wheels.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it like melt your wheels. You just be like sliding down and like half your wheels will peel off. It's horrible.
Wait, you're telling me you've melted wheels on those ramps?
Yeah, it's that hot in Vegas. Went there every Saturday and Sunday, and then like in the morning times it'd be so hot some days we just couldn't ride that area.
That's crazy. How do you guys travel around in Las Vegas? Like, obviously you guys got cars now, but like there's not like a public transportation system really in Vegas, is there?
It's a bus, and the bus run down every main street, man.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, when I was younger, me and my homies would get like 5 deep, and we'd take one bus all the way to Craig, and it's like 45 minutes for us. But we just stayed on that one bus, so it's the coolest thing ever. Pay like $2.50 for a 24-hour pass when you're under 18.
Mm-hmm.
So when we was younger, that was easy. $2.50, you go to the skate park, then you got like $10 to spend on food.
Hell yeah, that's a
Easy
day
to
right
know.
there. What was it like growing up in Las Vegas, especially in like the Craig area?
Oh, it was, man, crazy, because Craig at first was a very crazy place, you know. A lot of things was going on, but it started to chill it out. I like
Define crazy. What made it so crazy?
shootings, people stealing bags, fights every day. Oh my God. It was just wild. Just skate park havoc.
Because I know there's security at the park now.
Yeah. Like they at first we didn't have security, and then they got it, and like security was very serious. They had guns and stuff, and then they start like letting the security chill out, and then they just stay there all day. So now that the security there is all day, nobody really tries nothing because they stop everything before it happens. It's real cool though, because people like wouldn't want to go over there. They'd be like, "No, I'm not gonna ride Craig at this time. Only go in the morning." I'm like, bro, it's not that bad. Like nothing goes on.
It's
more
like
security there.
It's like the nicest. It's one of the nicest parks, but like it's also kind of ratchet.
Yeah, they put it in the middle of everything. It's like, I don't know. But it's crazy because it's the best park in Vegas. So like, of course you want to ride it, but then you don't want to ride it because you be like, oh, crazy stuff be going down there. But
What's the craziest thing that you've seen go down there, Mr. Craig local?
Oh Lord, I seen
Or at least just a couple of things. I'm curious.
I seen security tried to stop a fight, and then get into the fight and drop his gun, and the gun went off.
No way.
I seen some.
Wait, did anyone get shot?
Nah, luckily it just like ricocheted out the bowl. It's still a hole, like a bullet hole in the bowl. I seen a old dude hit a young skater in the head with a skateboarder. That he hit the back of the dude, like he skateboard checked him, hit him in the back of the head, and then the old dude ran and grabbed the gun out the car and like was like pointing it towards the kid, and the kid was like panicking and stuff. But he was a teenager, so I don't know why you whacked him in the head in the first place. Well, I didn't see some crazy stuff. I didn't see people freaking like face plant in the bowl and just like be knocked out for like 20 minutes because like people would snake them and stuff. Crazy used to be havoc, man. But it's not like that no more.
What is it like now?
It's super chill. Like you can see old dudes there skating, like families, people from the park coming down. It's nice. It's like cool.
Do you think that's all because of the security?
Just
or has the whole neighborhood kind of been changing?
It was more like, oh, it's a new park in Vegas, so everybody in Vegas goes to that park. And then like,
was it like, not just the skate park? Was it also like the park that the skate park was in? Like that was the appeal for people?
Yeah, the park, just the park itself, because the park was built on a golf course, so it's massive. Like you can ride. I still be looking at new sections there. I'd be like, dang. But it's all type of like playgrounds and stuff for kids. It's big. It's like family places that you can eat down. It's a rec center, so it got all type of stuff for you to do there. But
that's sick that they converted a golf course into like a community area. I feel like golf courses are just kind of a waste of space when they could be building things like the Craig complex.
Right. Take the golf course out for a skate park.
Because aren't those basketball courts right there like really popping as well?
Yeah, that's most of the problem, basketball courts.
They put that right next to the skate park.
Hey, I'm mad I lost the game. Let's fight now. Okay.
Do you ever see stuff happen at the courts?
Yeah. I seen people like leave the skate park, get jumped at the basketball court, come back to the skate park because they realized they shouldn't have been over there in the first place. And then just like hang out with us all night and be like the coolest people ever. But it just be messed up because you'd be like, dang, you just got jumped 5 minutes ago. But hey.
Damn.
Yeah, Craig, you get.
Do you ever see the skate park versus the basketball court? Was that ever a thing?
Nah, but we had a big mosh pit and they shut down Craig for like a month. And it was like the skaters versus like the bikers, and the scooter kids stuck with the bikers. So it was like that was the craziest thing.
Wait. So it was like it's like a skate park civil war.
Yeah. It was like one fight started a whole fight, and then like before you know it, like half of the skate park was fighting. Like,
no way.
They had to call back up like for security. They called the police. It was wild, man. It was like shut down Craig for like a month.
Wait. So what sparked the entire altercation?
I'm not even sure because it was always something ratchet going on, I swear. So it was just something before you know it, it was like 4 people like fighting, and then just like one person swung on somebody else, and then another person swung, and then like seriously, like they was like, forget it. Like, but Craig, one thing about Craig, if you're a local there,
yeah,
and you have any problem, they're gonna stick with you together. Like, you don't have to worry about nothing. One Craig local is going for the whole Craig local, so you can't just go there and just think you finna do something. Cause no, we see each other every day. Like, some people might be younger than others. We don't want nobody messing with them, so we're gonna stand up for them, of course. But you can't go mess with one Craig. You mess with all Craig.
Have you ever seen an instance where like an outside person will come in, mess with somebody, and then have the whole park against them?
Yes. Literally, we're just gonna snake this dude.
Like some goofy walks in, and then they
like just gonna everybody snake this dude until he realize he messed up. Like he shouldn't have came here like that. But nah, it's cool. It's cool vibes though. We just like sometimes mess with somebody if they're doing too much. We like, all right, we gotta just snake you a couple times.
True.
Make you mad for the day, then leave them alone.
You guys also got some really funky skate parks in Las Vegas. You guys got the really good ones, but y'all describe to me Desert Breeze in your opinion.
To some of my friends, it's the best skate park in the world, but to me, the worst skate park in the world. It's like, oh my God.
How can anybody say that's the best skate park?
Bobby.
Oh my gosh, of course.
People that rode there their whole life. But like the skate park has chips before the coping, like this big. It's the ramps are like this far apart, so you'll hit the spine and then you hit another ramp, and then you can literally jump from the spine over 2 ramps into the other one. Like you can make gaps there. It's crazy.
Wasn't that skate park hella old though?
Yes, I think it's like maybe one of the oldest in Vegas. That's probably why it's like all chipped and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, and I'm not sure if they fixed it because the last time I went there it was just as bad. But we got some selections. We got the parks built from wood. We have parks from metal. We have half concrete, half metal. Um, Parks downhill.
Which one's downhill?
Pro, which is
Yeah,
like
you're
my
right.
local, yeah.
You're right. That
So
one is
everybody
downhill.
complains.
That's hella funny. I'm surprised no casinos have built a skate park yet. Like, I'm surprised that hasn't been like one of two things. I feel
Yeah.
like one, like I look at the River Mara, Woodward Hard Rock hotel thing that they have, where it's like they have a skate park that they partnered with Woodward to have entertainment for kids at a resort while the parents go off and get drunk. And I'm surprised that one of the casinos hasn't built like a skate park the size of maybe AZ Grind or maybe a little bit bigger inside of their hotels for entertainment for kids or for enthusiasts.
Yeah.
But also, beside from that, I'm surprised that a casino hasn't built like a little plaza behind their casino. So that way, instead of trying to combat people skating on the strip or scootering on the strip, they'll just put a place for them. So that way it's like there's combat.
Yeah, less trouble.
I know a couple places do that to deter skateboarders from being like, they're like, all right, the skateboarders are going to be here. We might as well give them a spot to be. And it's like, I'm surprised no casinos have done that.
For real. Because it's a lot of skate parks in Vegas too. And like the communities are aware of the skate parks, that it gives kids something to do.
Isn't the
So,
closest skate
right.
park to the strip that one, I think you posted on your Instagram like a couple days ago? It's like something J skate park.
Oh, JC, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
JC.
like 10 minutes from the strip was like a skate plaza.
Yeah.
A street plaza. That's what I like to ride. It's just a lot of rails and banks. Nothing like, it has 1 quarter, maybe 2 quarters.
Mhm.
Other than that, it's just rails and banks. But it's good. It's close to the strip. You can go sightsee, and when you live in Vegas, you don't sightsee. So, but sometimes I roll through the strip, ride like street spots behind there. It's little rails and stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Is it chill to ride on the strip or not?
Nah, you get chased by security. It's honestly fun.
Do you get chased by cops or security?
Well, like security, like the little dudes on like the scooters that lean forward.
Yeah.
They
The
try
moat.
Yeah, they can't catch us, but they try to.
That's
It's-
hella funny.
It's fun.
I remember Clayton and I were on like a vault trip a while ago, and we were riding our scooters down the strip, and I think a cop was like trying to pull us over,
Yeah.
or he told us to stop, and we just kept riding. And I remember it was like we were just kept riding
It's
and riding.
stupid. Like, hey, stop riding your scooter. I'm like, bro, everybody's walking and you're rolling that, so why can't I roll mine?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah, dude. The strip is it's an interesting place in this world. Do you go there much as a Vegas local?
No, but since I turned 21, I'm like went out with my other friend a couple times and it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Like now we could like try to go gamble, which I lost some money, but it's fun. But we just tried it out. It was pretty fun though.
I feel like unless you have like a rack to blow in a night, Las Vegas just
It's
isn't
not.
that sick.
No, it's not the move. Like I mean, if I had some money, just like, all right, I'd just go blow it all. Then you could just have fun because you wouldn't have to worry about nothing. You just,
Yeah.
I'm just spend this, I'm gonna spend that. It's the perfect place. For
But-
sure.
but-
But you see it, I see it every day, so I get tired of it.
Yeah. I feel like for a lot of people, like when they see Vegas in pictures and when they go there on vacation or whatever, I feel like they see this really like kind of Disneyland-esque thing. But I feel like the more and more you go there, you start to see like the cracks in the walls and like
Yeah.
just like the bullshit leaking out. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it's just like, ooh, this is just like movie sets basically.
Yeah, you'd be like, dang, I didn't realize that building wasn't that colorful. like,
Yeah.
like them lights aren't that bright no more. You start noticing weird things.
Yeah. Do a lot of your friends work on the strip? Is that like a common thing for people in Vegas? Like for people to work within the nightlife? Is that a common profession?
Yeah, it's a lot of like popular jobs out there. I worked on the strip for like about a year, so that was pretty cool. But
What was that? What did you do?
just worked in the clothing store, so just cashier. Helped out a lot of people.
I feel it.
I got the most referrals. You feel me? See, I'm a nice guy. But it was cool. Like you get to see. Then after work, I get to walk down the strip every day. So Feel like you're on a little party home.
Yeah, you feel like you're in
Yeah.
Hollywood or something.
Yeah, be like I'm living a life. All right, back to work.
That's sick. So, do you have any new projects that your fans and people supporting you can look forward to on the forefront of your life?
Man, I just dropped Bars on Bars, so that's out right now. And then I should drop another mixtape in like with a month. I'm working on it. I got some already in stash, so it's just everybody staying tuned. That's it. Bars on Bars coming up, and then I got some other stuff. I've been making my own beats, as I've been telling you as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just in the studio, just every day, like learning melodies and doing all the 808s and stuff. So now I can put my music on all platforms and take it to the fullest potential. I'm stoked though, for real.
That's really sick. That's really cool. How about with scootering? Do you have any new projects coming out?
My video that I filmed with you, man, you know.
Of course.
That's coming out soon. Just a sick deck, but I'm not sure what a drop date. Maybe like I can't say no times. No telling when this video is gonna drop. So, but look forward to that. It should be on AO Scooter soon.
Do you still have some more filming to do for that, or?
No, I did some filming about a month ago. I came back out here because I let my ankle heal a little bit, and then I came back and filmed with Daniel. So I did some crazy stuff, man. I front flipped the stair set wheel, crashed on the last 3 stairs, and fell on my face and like broke my knuckle, and then got up and did it again. And this girl got hit by a car like 5 minutes before I was gonna do that. So we had to wait on the ambulance and the police to like leave. I'm sitting there arguing with security. And as soon as he turns around, I just run and do it. But it was crazy, man. So I'm stoked and filming and got some some crazy clips, some big gaps coming. You know, man.
I know. Do you have intentions of filming some more after that once that comes out?
Yes, for sure. I'm trying to film some more videos. That's all I want to do this year, just video parts, music videos, just drop.
If I were you, I would be orchestrating them together. You know, it's like, where could I go to like get some clips, but also like go to film a music video?
Right.
And I'd be hitting 2 birds with 1 stone.
That's what I was saying. Like if I had my own equipment, I could just film a music video any day, and then I just have material ready.
Facts.
Like I'll be chilling. I'll be like, dang, this is a good view. Just film right here. I don't gotta call nobody. I don't gotta wait. Just do it. It's cool.
Facts.
That'd be like perfect.
That's sick. Well, hey Juju, we've really loved having you on the show, and I feel like watching your progression through the sport is really cool, and I feel like I'm excited to see where your music leads to, where your scootering leads to, and I know I'll be a part of that journey with you. So,
hell yeah, man.
Do you have anything lastly you want to say to the audience?
Hey man, don't let nobody tell you can't do anything, because you always can do it if you put your mind up to it. 2 J's, 2 U's, you know who I be, you know. I'm out here with Undialed. That's how we do it, baby. Thank you, Will, for having me. Thank you, Clayton. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
So last thing, Clayton, can you pull us up a beat? We're gonna do a freestyle.
Hey, this is the first podcast, or
first podcast with the freestyle.
It must be right.
What type beat?
Yeah, what type beat are you feeling?
Because I'm literally just gonna look up something that's like type beat.
Look up Draco type beat.
Draco. Okay.
Dude, I gotta put my glasses on for this one.
What the heck? Should I keep it Blu-ray?
You can say whatever you want.
You can say absolutely anything.
Oh.
Hood Rich, Pablo, Skippa type beat.
Is that good?
Trauma beats.
Yep, run it.
I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a freestyle. He doesn't have to.
21 Savage type beat. UK drill type beat.
No UK drill.
No UK drill.
UK.
Yo. Stunna for Vegas type beat. Perfect.
Yeah, click it.
4 times, but it's 2 times for Young Drew. Hey. Hold up, you gotta turn me up some in the headphones. Turn me back up.
I got you.
If you want me to gas, it gotta be loud. Hey, hold up. Hey, there's no gas, it's all brakes. Hey, I ride my school, no, I do not skate. I'm not fake. Hey, she wanted tap in tune, I told her that she late. Hey, eating with my gang, now it's food up on my plate. Hey, yeah, I'm trying to hit her on her lunch break. Everything first try, I don't do no one takes.
No one take.
Hold up, hit him, he better pump fake.
Pump fake.
I'm in the trap with my boys and we up late. Yeah, I'm young
Up
Juju
late.
too. You wanna know? I got this juice. I'm jawsing like it's Jamba Juice.
Juice.
I can't hear the beat.
Deuce.
Yo, that was sick.
Hold up. And I got my chains on, got my rings on, got my bling on. This my theme song. She like me cause I wear V-Long. Yeah, better leave me alone. Big Glock by my side. This gon' ride like it's slip and slide. Wet him up and he gon' die. Cause it's about that time. I'm young Juju X2. I be flexed up. I might ride my scoop. Every time you see me, I be flying high when I come through. Jumping like I got some. Hold up. Jumping like I'm hold up. Jumping like a kangaroo. Hey.
Technical difficulties.
It's okay. That was part of the beat, you feel me? Had to jumping like I'm jumping like I'm kangaroo.
Hey, you're Juju,
That was sick.
and you're jumping around, and I'm so glad you jumped over here for this podcast. And on that note, have a good day, guys.